Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are dialing in from. This is Arlene on Parties with Purpose, sharing creative, clean living with you all, trying to help us women just get more creative in our homes with clean living in our hearts, homes, health, and happiness. So as you tune in and as you jump on the show or the video or whatever you want to call it, say hi, please say hi. Allow StreamYard to say your name. That would be so wonderful. I am so excited to jump on here and just share with you guys a couple little tips. I'm been thinking more and more about, honestly, this whole board that I did last week. If you saw my live last week, and if you didn't, you can catch it in the replay, whether it's on Parties with Purpose page or on my YouTube channel. It's there as well. But I showed you how I put this board together, and we've added some things to it. I should back up a little bit so you can see. We've added some things to it. We've added some of 1 Corinthians 13, love is patient, love is kind. Talked about not being rude in our family to each other. Sometimes we get tempted to feel rude, like you're busy doing something and someone asks you a question and you're just like, you don't want to answer them, or you do answer them in a rude way. Yeah, that's really easy to do. Not being jealous. We had to deal with that last night with one of my girls and their friends. Not being provoked. And it is so hard to not get provoked, right? Like, really dive into that one, you guys, and tell me what you think on that one. Because if we are to love our neighbor as ourselves and be patient, be kind, to not be rude, to not be jealous, does anything provoke you? Okay, comment below if there's anything in your marriage, in your relationship with your children, in your workplace. What provokes you? And you're like, okay, what is provoke? Well, provoke is, I didn't look up the official meaning, but I can imagine that it means getting irritated. What sets you on fire, like with your attitude of like being disgruntled with the situation? What provokes you? Anita, your dog provokes you? Girlfriend, I get it. If I had a dog, I would probably feel provoked a lot as well, because animals are just not my forte. I love them, but they're just not my thing to have around the house. But yeah, like making messes. How does your dog provoke you? Give me more. Tell me more. I'd love to know in the comments. Drop in the comments what provokes you. Something that provokes me is if I have spent hours sorting through my children's closet and weeding out clothes that don't fit them anymore, making a pile of giveaway, a pile that's going to fit Kylie later, because Kylie and Natalie are 3 years apart. So there's like a year where there's, Kylie can't fit into anything of Natalie's once Natalie grows out of it. So I usually pack it up, put it in a bin on top of the closet. But even then, it's like, after I've spent all that time, the thing that provokes me is when I go into their room and their closet is a mess with clothes laying on the floor, dropped and plopped down on the floor. Because what I do is when I fold the laundry, I give them their piles and tell them to go put them away. And if they have not figured out where their things go in certain drawers and stuff by now, which they do, they know, but they get lazy, and they go and plop it on the chair in their closet, or let it fall to the floor, or just put it on their bed. And then when they go to bed, it gets moved into the closet. That provokes me. I'm telling you, there's nothing more that provokes me more than my kids making a mess, because I feel like it's a purposeful mess, which to them, they don't feel like it's purposeful. They don't do it on purpose. But it's just not, it's laziness, or it is just, them not thinking. They're too busy doing this or that, and they don't stop and obey right away without delay. Mom's going to pay. So the provoking that comes, that they're going to pay with, is no, you are not going to be with a friend tonight or this weekend until that closet is cleaned out. No, you are not. Like, Natalie's been after me to make her birthday party invitations. And I'm like, I'm not making them until your closet's cleaned out. So she's working on it tonight. She's like, Mom, I get inspired to clean at night. I come alive more at night. Yeah, well, I usually do too. I get spurts of energy in the evening after I take my evening vitamins at supper time, and then I could work for hours into the midnight hour. But, I've discovered that that's not always the best time if I want to have any quality time with my husband. He's gone all day. And so if I want to be with him and chat about his day and do something with him, it is like I need that time between 8 and 10 for him. And so, yeah, that's the one thing that provokes me. So I was just sharing that with you. Let's see. Lambo is a big dog, Megan says. So your dog provokes you up at night with whining that can't do what he wants. Oh, your dog whines, Anita. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Yes, that can be very annoying. Megan, yesterday my Lambo drug out the entire trash bag on my kitchen and dining room floor, literally right after I vacuumed it. Oh no. Yes, that completely would provoke me as well. Like, you're a stupid dog. I'd be whacking it. No, trying to be kind. We've got to remember that love, if we've got love in our hearts, love has to be patient and kind and not rude and not provoking. And we need those reminders even as adults, don't we? So, loving our neighbor as ourself, that is definitely one area that I've been trying to work on my kids, especially this month in January with Valentine's coming up. We don't do a lot of lovey-dovey, Valentines thingies. And encourage our girls to like boys, or, give Valentines to boys that are lovey-dovey. No, Valentine's Day, in my opinion, is for couples, but it's also an opportunity to teach our kids to love like God loves, and to love our neighbor and our friends and people in our surrounding areas like we love ourselves. We love ourselves because that's why pride comes, right? We tend to be that way. So I just want to show you guys a couple quick things that I think would be fun to gather your kids around the table. And I hope that my Archon mount here doesn't explode down here. I truly need a new Archon mount, but oh good, it's staying. Okay, so I have found a couple ideas that I wanted to share with you. And it's something as simple as taking a paper cutter or a pair of scissors, and I totally meant to grab some scissors. Okay, I guess I'll be tearing today. But take an index card. And you know how Valentines are small? If you went to the dollar store and you just wanted the envelopes for those little Valentines that they have in there, I'm telling you, you guys, I was in the dollar store a few weeks ago, spent a week or so ago, and I didn't see any Valentines that I would want my kids to buy. Like, they're all just these TV characters. They're, whatever. They're stupid. They don't have any purpose to them. So if we have the opportunity to show Jesus' love to others, then I say, let's encourage them to make their own. And so we have some index cards here. I also have some of these little library cards because I have a whole little system. Oh, this is a Walt Disney book, Story of Davy Crockett by Walt Disney. Oh, could be worth something, huh? Why does it float? So these have the names of some books on the back. And so these little cards are even really great. Well, if you're just trying to repurpose the stash that you have on hand. I'm just saying all this to say you don't have to have a fancy scrapbook paper, you know, that you have to go buy at Michael's or whatever. You don't, because literally, look, I am cutting the hole out of that card and just using these two pieces. Okay. So I'm going to take these 4 here and just show you guys. Let me take this piece of paper, grab a piece of construction paper here to kind of give myself a little place setting so you can see it. You can see it better if it's just on a solid rather than my checkered tablecloth. Okay, so here we go. I've got 4 different styles to our note cards, to our regular, and then there's just a variety. Just get a variety of things out, right? So you could get out the glitter if you really want them to have fun with glitter. Trust me, I mean, glitter is fun, but I love to vacuum it up. You can also do watercoloring. You can take a watercolor and just let them go ahead and you can take, say, maybe the red, and just going to do 4 different styles and designs for you guys. Okay. So with this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the index card one because it's got nice little lines, and on the back it's solid. Okay. So on this one, I'm literally just going to give a little bit of color here. And you know, rainbows are really popular right now. And honestly, God's love is like a rainbow. You know, God is the one that created the first rainbow in the sky, right? And I think our kids need to remember where the first rainbow came from. It didn't come from the community that is forming here, right? So if you didn't want to do all of the rainbow colors, you don't have to, but just having a few colors in here. Kids love all colors. And I am trying to bring back the fact that taking back the rainbow is what I'm trying to say. Take back the rainbow. It is something that God created. All right. So the message on this, they can actually draw another heart on here, or Mod Podge. These little, I have a ton of these little, what do you call them? Little flower petals, right? So a little flower petal could be glued right on there with a little ribbon. There's some ribbon, really pretty ribbon they have out these days. So actually, I can't find my scissors. I might not be able to cut ribbon. That's painful. That's painful. I kind of need to cut ribbon. Hold on here. I'm gonna find me some scissors. Here we go. I got some. Here we go. So just take a little quick piece of ribbon and you can just show your kids, see where my camera is. They can bend it all the way around and truly just, I mean, if you're okay with them using a hot glue gun, they can take the hot glue gun and literally, this is a safe glue gun. I like this one because it's the Cool Tool by Walmart. Okay. And just starting here at the one corner right there, just do a little dab and then bend it. Can you guys see okay? Comment below if you can see. And then you're folding it down and just kind of making a circular pattern all the way around it. And it could make a flower. Now, this would be something that would be good for an older child, like my oldest, maybe my middle, but my youngest wouldn't want to mess with this idea. All right. So, but it can totally even just be a little fan and just do a half. You don't even have to do the whole thing, but just a little tiny fan just to give some little color, gluing that on there, and then adding like a bead or I've got a whole bag of little gems that they can dig through and, you know, just put something cute on there. So I'll have to find those. But something just so simple like that. And then even like these packs of stickers. These are so easy. Guys, I got this from, I forget what store, but just a little, let's see, you can look through here and go, hello. There is heart stickers, best buds, best friends. So here we go. I'm just going to use the best friends one. Just a cute little best friend sticker. See that? And just put that right there on there. And on the back of the little thing, little Valentine, okay, has lines because it was an index card. So that's where your child can write their message. Boom. Dear Sally, you're an amazing best friend. God loves you. There you go. Okay. Doesn't have to be huge, long, drawn out. All right. Another way I wanted to show you is, of course, that was using a little bit of watercolor, but taking something as simple as going ahead and coloring. Okay, so you've got crayons. I've got a bunch of pinks and brown tones. So these crayons right here, I'm just going to do a super quick little drawing. I'm going to go here and get some pink along the edges. And if you look inside, love you so much, friend. Like this one's cute. Look at this. Love you so much, friend. Okay. And then in here, these are journaling stickers. So you can even use the ones that have these little flowers. There is, just look through your journaling stickers. There's even these square ones. These would fit perfect on top of this little half or third of an index card. So I'm going to use this one. It's a polka dot hot pink sticker, but it doesn't fit, like it fits in there good, but I'm going to actually, there's a little bit of edge around it, right? So I'm going to actually continue to color my, the edging in this pink color. And then afterwards, I'm going to highlight in the brown. But just doing a variety of things like this to give your kids ideas. You can show them this video, pop on the video if you're like, I don't want to mess with it, but I want you kids to make your Valentines this year, okay? Watch Arlene's video and learn some things. Learn some ideas. There you go. Utilize this video. Super easy. And then here we go. Be happy today. Be happy today. Just little encouraging things. And you know, if you want them to write, be happy today. On the back side is the lines from the index card. They can write their message. Okay. It's so sweet. I think these are cute. All right. And another one is if you've got old magazines. Okay. I've got this old magazine. I forget who gave it to me, but it's a Bolton magazine. I guess I just noticed that there's like some pretty flowers in here, right? And so literally I can tear out this whole page and I think I can get about 6 Valentines off of this page. Okay. So if you're like, okay, show me how you're going to do that. Well, what I'm going to do is take a piece of this ribbon and I'm going to line it right here and mark it right here. And then I'm actually, since it's a wide piece of ribbon, I'm going to cut it in half. And this is going to be my trim for the top and the bottom of the Valentine. Okay. So I'm going to do this trim here. And then here, I'm going to just literally cut out. I'm going to use this Mod Podge glue. Okay. And a little, you can use your finger, or if you have a little palette knife, use one of these. And I could take my paper cutter, or you can simply even tear it. Kids love to tear stuff. So just tearing and kind of like gauging the distance of how long you want to tear the paper. Okay, so here's a piece of it. If you don't want to waste it, if you've got a big picture like that, then of course cut it. But here's a little trick to tearing. If you tear towards you, then you get this nice little white edging. Do you see that? It's pretty cool. And it actually looks neat. If you're, you can paint that a hot pink color if you wanted more hot pink to shine through, because there is hot pink flowers in there. See that? So this is going to be the backing. If you have kids who are like, oh, I don't paint, I'm not creative, you know, many times kids love to just get that chance to draw. I know my youngest, she started drawing and actually paying attention to a person on YouTube. And that was something that woke me up a little bit to realize that, you know what, she's following tutorials of people and just drawing, and we need to make opportunities for our kids to do that more. So I'm looking for my markers and I found them. Okay, so here I've got two colors. Here's the pink, dark pink, and a lighter pink. So let's see which ones look better here. So let's see if this one, I think this is cool if I go ahead and give a little hot pink edging to the white on this paper. So I'm just going to do that real quick all the way around the edge. And now we've got that, just pulls the hot pink out of that picture real quick. And now I'm going to take this darker one to see how this looks. Is it too burgundy? I think it looks fine. So just giving a little stripe down, and then I'm going to go ahead and actually add the this other brighter pink to the edge inside here as well, which will flow right down. So that's all I did. Draw two lines, a dark and a lighter pink, and they're not perfectly straight, and that's okay, but it's going to go looking like this. And so I'm going to glue with Mod Podge this little ribbon up here and just give myself a dot of glue here and then down here. Okay. And then I want to see, yeah, I'm going to put the picture on here first. Okay, so I'm gluing the picture on here first. Actually, I forgot to put glue underneath it. I did it on the edges, but not in the center. So I'm just going to put a little bit here in the center. All right. And this actually gives us an opportunity as well when you're using nature pictures and things to talk about God's love in nature and how does he show us his love through the creation that we have. Okay, like, have they gone out to look in the flower garden lately to see what flowers are, you know, dying because of winter and which ones might be coming, budding soon? You know, if it's springtime where you're at, or is it winter, or is it summer? And just showing them that, you know, God's love is surrounds us everywhere we are, with the flowers that um, God just shows us His love with the flowers that we have access to and that we can see. All right, so there's just a little example of something cute that you can take out of a magazine and put a little heart. If you wanted to put a heart on there, you could. But honestly, I think it looks just like a window. To me, it looks like the curtains of a window and they're looking outside. And if you wanted to even make it look more like a window, here's another idea. Let me see if I have a black Sharpie. Black Sharpie. Here we go. Let me see if this is thick enough. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. So if you actually take a black Sharpie, and we're going to go, this probably could have been better done whenever it was, we didn't put the lace, the ribbon on there. But what I'm going to do is actually come straight across the middle here and make it look like it's a window. And so I'm only going to do from the inside of the darker pink color that I did. Okay. I'm not going to do it over top of that one. So this Sharpie is not a very thick one. You could use a thicker one. It is kind of thin. And then I'm going to go straight down here. Try not to touch my little ribbon. There we go. Now it looks more like a window. Just giving it a little bit of a X, okay? So looking through the window, when I look outside through the window, I see God's love in you. When I see you outside or whatever, like just have them write something. So the back side of this one, I actually forgot to, so these are my index card ones, right? So I should have done all my art on top of the picture, or the, what do you call it? The writing of the library thing. So what I can do to cover that up is get one of my journal stickers that have lines. Okay. And I will use that, or I could simply glue another piece of the index card right on that, and it would not be bad at all. So, so here's actually a cute one. It's just pink and white stripes, and I'm just gonna put that right on there. And this can be my lines for them to write something. And there is just a tiny bit left on the outside there. There's little tiny bit of writing there. So I could actually hide that with a heart sticker. I think we've got lots of heart stickers in here. So I'll just take one of these stickers. And let's see, what color do I want to use? Maybe like the hot pink one. There we go. So there we go. We hit all of the imperfections. On the back side was the library card, and we put a sticker that has lines. So this is a little Valentine that your child can write on those lines to write a message. So what do you think of the window one? What do you think of the best friends one? And how do you like the be happy today one? All right. Tell me which one is your favorite down below. Comment below and tell me your favorite. I actually am going to give away a couple of these pages. So keep commenting and keep letting me know what pages that you like out of this, because I want to give away a couple of these pages and I'll mail them to you. So let me read these comments really quick and then I'll make my next one. Let's see. We have, oh yeah, Lambo is such a big dog. Hi, Jelena. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see you on here. We are just making some Valentine ideas for kiddos. And here's another little way that we did in a journal. Actually, last week was journaling. Last Sunday, we did journaling with 3G Club on Sunday afternoon. And just reinforcing that love is patient and kind. And I use that same ribbon, you can see here, making hearts with the ribbon. So they can truly even just draw a scene on here and just say, wow, you are, what would you say would be a good, give me your best little, Jelena likes the best friend one. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's cute too. So comment below and give me like a cute little 3 to 4 word little phrase, catchphrase that you would put on a Valentine, and go. Comment below and tell me a cute little Valentine catchphrase. And I'm going to get busy making the background of this while you do that. So let's see here. I'm going to do a little bit of red watercolor. And I'm just going to paint in circle motion. Go ahead, give me your best 2 to 5 little word phrase that is a good little catchy phrase for a Valentine. How about God loves you? Something so simple. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, thank you, Jelena. You are welcome. And that's probably the one that you were telling me to write too, right? That's an awesome one. Thank you for being my friend. It's an easy one that kids can say and relate to, and just a thank you in a card. Like, why not? So I'm just letting this dry a really quick second, and I want to see what I have here. I've got a gold pen, and I'm actually going to use some red jute. This is I got a huge roll of this after Christmas at Home Goods, you guys. It's amazing. But just taking a little bit of this, and they can glue this around the edges to make a frame, or they can simply just make a bow. And this is good little kinetic skills for kids too, to learn how to make a bow, teach them how to do a bow. And if you're not sure, if you're watching and you don't know how to make a bow, let me teach you. You take your piece like this, you flip the edges over your fingers, and I take my 2 middle fingers and I bend it down, and then I take these 2 loops and I cross them. I tell my kids, cross the hoops, let them kiss. And then the one that's over top crawls underneath, and it's kind of like a bunny rabbit. I like to say even the bunny rabbit. The bunny rabbits, they chase each other under the tree, and then you pull the string. Here we go. So then you pull the ears to get them back out from under the tree. Okay. So now we just kind of, you got a cute little bow. All right. So, and then you can cut it smaller because it is going to go on your small little card. And you can use Elmer's glue on this probably, but the little hot glue gun is going to definitely stay in their transitioning of passing Valentines out and stuff like that. So So here we go. That's that. And then I'm going to take the little gold, the little gold marker and say, thank you for being my friend. Can you guys see that? I know it's like further away here, but just doing a quick THANK. Thank you for, I'm just going to do the number 4 because kids like to do that sort of stuff. Just like mix up the letters and the numbers. 4. We could draw a bumblebee, or if I had a little bumblebee sticker or a little bumblebee picture, that would be cute too. Oh, wow. I do have a bumblebee. There's like a great big one in this book, but that's a little too big. That's a pretty big one. Thank you for being my friend. There's some really cool pictures in this book. Could totally cut out any little pictures to use. Thank you for being my friend. All right. Simple as that. See? Valentines don't have to be too awfully difficult. Just a little personal note is going to go a long ways, right? So on the back side of this, I did the same thing. Like I ended up painting on this one. So now I have the words from the index card, this little library card that I'm trying to repurpose. And so I'm going to use one of these little journal stickers, and you can find journal stickers, you guys, at the dollar store, I believe. Check your dollar store and see what they have. And if anything, like, see this right here is pretty much on the center. So I'm just going to do a little bit. Let me see here. They're all kind of facing that way. Okay, here's my trick. I'm going to take it and cover it right here, right along the edge to cover those words up, right? I can't really get it straight while I'm like holding it up to show you guys. Here we go. All right, so there's that. And then there is a tiny bit of little thing underneath there, little words still showing. So I will put a heart sticker or a flower sticker on that one. In fact, it doesn't even have to be hearts. I'm going to do stars because this could be good for, you know, sharing with boys. Don't really encourage my girls to do lovey messages to boys in their class. So stars are a great option, right? Here's a few star stickers on the back. And then they can write a message. Thank you for being my friend. So it's a perfect little thing because I think it's great for girls to, you know, let boys in their class know that they're friends. I think boys tend to try to do a lot of drama with girls. Girls are full of drama, actually. But, you know, they make remarks and they don't like always approve of what girls are doing and things like that. So there tends to be a little bit of, I don't know, competition or something between boys and girls in classrooms, right? Would you agree, Justine? Hi, Justine, to Lena. And so creating little cards, even saying, thank you for being my friend. Butterfly hugs. That's a cute one, Anita. I like that. Butterfly hugs. So now you're going to inspire me to make a butterfly one. Here is, yeah, there's actually some super cute ways. Oh my word. Now I want to make a butterfly one. Here's an easy way. You can take these little flower petals. All right, here's a quick trick. Take these little flower petals, and I'm going to point it down again so you can just see my hands. These little flower petals, and I think you can get these at the dollar store as well for like a whole thing of whatever, white, pink. I got a ton of pink ones here. And you can make a butterfly. So literally just putting the corners of the insert right in here. So the pointy sides of these little flower petals, you're going to put all of them together on the inside. All right. There we go. And then, of course, we need something to go down the middle, like maybe brown jute. Let's see how this looks. Okay, guys, I am trial and error here because this is just coming out of sheer inspiration from Anita. Okay. So another thing here, we've got these a paper plate with hearts on it. So we could cut that out, or you can simply use construction paper. And I'm just gonna take a piece of this construction paper and actually just fold it in half like this. And one side's going to be bigger than the other. See? One side bigger than the other. And then I'm going to go ahead and tear a heart, because my scissors are crinkly and I don't want a crinkly butterfly. But I'm just going to tear a little heart all the way around down here. And say hello if you're jumping on. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on and watching. Share this video with a mom who has kids. Comment and share with me a little saying that you would pick for Valentine's, for making a Valentine. What would you say? What would you encourage your kids to make a Valentine with a short little saying? So here's a little tiny heart, right? When you open it up, it's a heart, right? So now we're going to do another little one. This one's the smaller one, I believe. Or did I start out with the smaller one? Oh, yeah, I started with the smaller one. So this is the bigger one. All right, so I'm starting a little bit down, probably about a third of the paper down. And then I'm just pulling it up and then around, down the side, and then all the way down to this point right here. And that's where I'm tearing it. Okay. All right. So this is my larger heart. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm taking this and I'm taking my little rose petals that little Miss Anita here inspired me to do. And I'm taking one heart and putting it up here. And I'm taking the smaller heart and putting it down here to make the butterfly. All right. So let's see how this turns out. Let's go ahead and glue this on here. Like I said, you could even have your kids do Elmer's glue. But this is a safe gun. It's good. All right, so now we've got that. And then I had a little piece of jute. I could use red jute, or I can use this brown jute. I'm going to go ahead and use red jute down the middle. And then I can use brown jute up at the top, or maybe I can just keep the red one. It might be cute like that too. So my glue stick keeps falling out of here. All right, so down the center right here is where I'm putting my jute piece. Right down here. And then, so now we've got a little butterfly, see? And then up here, I'm going to take this piece of jute and I'm going to separate it so that it's at least 2 pieces. Let's see if we can do that. Have you ever done this before? I don't think I've ever made a butterfly with jute and flower petals before, but there's a first time for everything because we're trying to get creative to teach our kids how to make Valentines budget friendly, right? Why spend tons of money on Valentines when they can make them? Super cute, right? Here we go. There's the antennas, you guys. So butterfly hugs coming your way. All right. So let's see if I can't get this a little bit more. And you know, if you even want to turn them, twist them, the kids might even like to kind of lay it flat up here on the, that might be good too. You can lay the antenna flat up there. I don't know. I think I kind of like it just up and wavy and doing whatever it wants to do, right? All right. So butterfly hugs is what this one is going to say. We're going to just write it on with the hot pink pen. Butterfly hugs to you. Butterfly hugs to you. And then they can write their name on there, or you can put a little sticker on the back, like one of the little ones that we used for the last one would work. Just something really small. And just have them write their little message back there. So I hope you guys like this little ideas for showing God's love and encouraging our kids to show God's love to their friends in their class for school, and maybe save you a little money in the midst of all of that Valentine buying. I'm telling you, there's not the best Valentines out there. So why not have them make them, right? So I just put a little dot sticker on the back, and your child can write "Love Carly" on here. Yes, you could use pipe cleaners as well. I have some silver and gold ones here somewhere, but yeah, you could totally use pipe cleaners too. Good idea, Jelena. All right, so if you like this video and you like these little ideas, again, I'm just going to show you quickly. We watercolor painted this one, added a best friend sticker, and this one we wrote, "Be happy today, sharing God's love anyway." This one is "Butterfly hugs to you. Thank you for being my friend." And the little window one, looking through the window. Super cute. So here's the other one. Very simple, but be happy today. I'm just going to write "God loves you" on that one as well. Just encourage your kids that, you know, you don't have to be afraid to tell others that God loves them. So God, that's actually right up there on crayon. So I'm not sure if that'll go. So anyway, I want to run and let you, I need to let you guys go, but thank you so much for joining me and watching Faith and Fun Friday. I always like to try to get on here and share something creative with you that you can use in your home with your children, and give you some tools or at least some ideas of how you can turn creative fun into a table talk about pouring God's love into their hearts, into their cups. So thank you for watching. Share this video with someone that you know. And thank you so much for watching today. Make it a creative, clean day. Bye-bye now.